Shalom, coming at you again with another article from endtimeheadlines.org. But first, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Harakakwadash. Double honors, of course, to the apostle, notice a great millstone who rule well. Honors to you, I came out there doing this work in truth and sincerity, as well as shalom to the hopeful one-third. We got a article from, of course, endtimeheadlines.org. Says here, fear grips doctors around the world as new China virus stops responding to all antibiotics. Doctors worldwide are in a meltdown after China confirmed that the mystery pneumonia taking over the country has stopped responding to all antibiotics. The Daily Star has been reporting how the strange unidentified virus has been causing chaos in China for weeks, with the world on high alert over fears a new pandemic could be on the way, and no official confirmation as to what it is. Although it is only seem Slovakia. Although it so far only seems to impact mainly children, the panic saw officials in neighboring countries such as India, who are weary of another virus spreading through their population following the coronavirus in 2019, readying themselves for action. Slovakia. It had already reached Europe, with Denmark and Holland confirming an influx of cases, with the World Health Organization on high alert and monitoring the situation. But now, in a new worrying development, a mother from China has confirmed that antibiotics given to her 1.5-year-old daughter for the virus have not worked. Rachel Quao, speaking to Bloomberg, confirmed that doctors warned her that some youngsters weren't responding to the treatment, and her daughter has now developed lesions in her lungs and continued to deteriorate. Even after she was switched to an intravenous dosage, so, through IV. Man, I looked away, lost my place. Slovakia. Intravenous dosage, there we go. Given a strong antibiotic and treated with other drugs to target the inflammation that developed around her heart. She said, I melted down. I was constantly stupefied by how much worse things could go. Although no deaths have been reported yet, the fact that drugs appear not to work on it is bad news. Zhao Feng Zhang, chair of epidemiology at the Fielding School of Public Health at the University of California, Los Angeles, said he warned if the antibiotic no longer works, the illness will stretch out longer. That increases the risk of spread and the outsized outbreaks that are occurring. Yeah, man. So, the reason I grabbed this is because, we know the times that we're in, man. It's not, too difficult to decipher. The Akim and the elders have done a great job, by and far, letting people know and sounding the horn, and fulfilling prophecy by being on the highways and byways, teaching people, why these things are going on. You see, and this is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 4. It says, Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Okay, so Yahushua saying, listen up. It says what? For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And we've had cases like that with, even in Israel, with the likes of Yahweh ben Yahweh or Comfy, or other notable figures of the past, if you will. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. So are we not in a time right now currently where we're hearing constant murmurings of a war going to break out here, a war breaking out there? There's a war in Sudan right now. There's other wars in Africa. There's other wars in the Middle East, You have the current two wars that populate everybody's mind because it deals with Esau Edom. You got Russia and Ukraine. You got uh, Israel, Hamas. So is this not? Could this not be the time? I'll say, because we have to take into account that there's been wars all throughout history. But could this not also be the time as well? For you skeptics out there. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So, you know, throughout, most of modern and, medieval and ancient history, these things have been going on, wars and rumors of wars. So are we not at high time? Didn't the disciples, assume that the kingdom was at hand because they were dealing with Yahushua in person, and Yahushua had to break things down and be like, nah, surely you must be born again, you know. And that falling away, had to happen still, But anyways, let's read a little bit more. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And we're seeing this, in all manner of different ways as well. Not just militarily, but economically, culturally, a lot of different ways. And there shall be what? Famines, There's, always famines going on, in this modern time. But, last year, we had thousands, of food processing centers here and abroad. Somehow, miraculously, I'll say, be destroyed. And, brothers, did a great job of, bringing that, to the attention of the public, and that by and far went, untalked about, in a lot of media, and it got downplayed and downplayed and downplayed, because, Walmart was able to keep, your grocery cabinet full, so to speak. There wasn't too much of a mass panic, but, that did occur. And it says what pestilences, so part of the reason I grabbed it, is, these pestilences that are coming about are also judgments and signs that fulfill, Yahushua's prophecy here. So you're seeing all these, you're seeing the famines go on, you're seeing the wars and rumors of wars go on, you're seeing the cultural wars, the economic wars, you're seeing the household wars between families, the and not just, your everyday, average, 9 to 5 family, but, the Edomites quarreling amongst each other. And, Yahushua said, what a house divided cannot stand, so lumping all these coincidences together, if you will, it's very easy to draw the conclusion, that Yahushua is 100% right, and that we are coming into the times of we're just at the beginning of sorrows, it's only going to progress and get worse from here, so all these notions that you have that stem from, the Christian church and, that belief, about, this ecstasy like rapture where you escape all, judgment and wrath that's going to come upon this place, is honestly foolish, because, we know through the scriptures it says what, through much tribulation, people are, the elect are going to enter the kingdom. So, this must be the time that Yahushua was talking about, man. It's too many coincidences, man. Let's see what else is going on, because I just did a video, not 2 weeks ago, about an earthquake. So let's read from where we were. And earthquakes in diverse places. You see? So like I said, all these coincidences coming together, fulfill, what Yahushua was telling his disciples, man. And not just in this verse, but that falling away did happen, because when the time Yahushua was here, Jake knew they were Jake, we had to come into the knowledge of who we were, we had to put on the old ways, so to speak, and come into remembrance, Ezekiel 37 had to happen, um, verse 8, here's the point. It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows, man. So the more you're seeing this stuff in the media, you might as well just get used to watching the news, man, and understand, to keep yourself, aware and on track of what's going on. Because, contrary to what everybody's trying to preach to you, the scriptures remain true. The Most High's word is not going to come back void. And the word says, this place is set for destruction, So, it's high time to get it through your head, Jakes. It's not going to get better for this place, man. It's only going to, continually get worse, So with that, I brought this out. Somebody who was edified. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Habrakak Badash, double honors, of course, to the apostle, now there's a great millstone, a rule well, honest to the came out there doing his work, truth and sincerity, presenting their bodies living sacrifices, as well as Shalom, of course, to the 1/3, Shalom.